so hopefully he can focus on StarCraft. But here we go, spawning in the top right-hand corner of Starchild, we have our Danish Protoss player, our red Protoss representing Sidestorm Gaming. It is MaxPax. And spawning in the bottom left-hand corner, we have the South Korean Protoss player, the blue Protoss representing himself, currently teamless. It is herO. And if you're in the chat, predictions are open. Place your bets on who you think will claim the series, as this is going to be a close one here. herO and MaxPax, they often go back and forth. They often do trade blows and trade series. Another factor here, bearing this in mind, is that both MaxPax and herO have not gone to sleep. What I mean by that, they both played in the WarTV Monday, they both played in the Monday Night Weekly, and they're both here in PiGosaur Monday. They both played in the Korean, European, and now the NA Weekly Cups, and they have not slept. So both herO and MaxPax, they've been on that grind, they've been running that marathon, and now they're here in the finals of the final Open Cup of the last 24 hours. Oh boy, they're here, they're good to go. Again, that might be a factor, maybe not. Maybe they thrive in this kind of environment and they're just hyped up on caffeine and hyped up on coffee. Or, again, the fatigue might be getting to them. Let's go. No sleep? Disgusting. Ah, no. They're degens. 24 hours, pure StarCraft. Let's go. Meanwhile, we have our Gate Cyber Expand. Standard opener here from MaxPax is what we expect. Meanwhile, herO going for, a 2-gate opener. Okay, so herO is going to take the role of the aggressor, 2-gate opener out of our Protoss player, out of our blue Protoss. From herO, he can try to set up a proxy across the map, or we might try to skip some units. It's going to be double Stalker opener out of herO. Keep an eye on that probe. MaxPax, he does make that initial Zealot just to be safe, just to make sure he doesn't get pylon blocked, or he deals with the pylon. Speaking of, yep, there it is. Pylon gets thrown down, and the Zealot is ready. The Zealot is ready for the pylon. herO, he's ready for a second pylon. Let's go. As the first one does complete. Ooh, going for the cyber block. Ay, ay, ay. So here he gets the cyber core down again. He delays the expansion. Shield batteries on the way for MaxPax. And here he rallies. He's rallying across the map. He wants to try to break MaxPax here and now. Going for the Adepts. As we get into this, a big shout out to Turbo Quacker in the chat. God, baby God. Thank you so much. Thank you so much for subscribing, actually, I should say gifting a subscription in the chat to Logic Unknown. Thank you. Thank you so much. Oh, sorry, Login Unknown. Thank you so much. Gracias, papi, gracias. As the Stalkers, they do poke in, they do focus on the first Zealot, but the shield battery does finish up. Does complete. Shield battery does complete. Oracle pops out. Void Ray is on the way. Bearing in mind, herO, he's not all in, he's expanding, and MaxPax confirms. Ideally, herO, he wanted to try to force an overreaction, or try to kind of weave this tale that he was going all in. But herO, he pulls away, he races back home. Adept always going to be locked down. And herO, he deflects the orb. So with this, herO does take an economic lead. So herO, he does take an economic advantage here. Meanwhile, MaxPax, how does he recover? He's going for the Void Ray initially. Oh! Oracle takes a lot of damage. Void Ray is revealed to that Cyber Core. MaxPax, he can now expand, but the pressure is now on MaxPax. He has to get some counter damage done. He is behind, but he does have that army lead. He has the Void Ray. The Void Ray, it's a very niche unit. It doesn't really scale well into the mid game, so now's the time to use it. Now's the time to push. Meanwhile, ooh, I don't see a shield battery. Uh-oh. herO being greedy. He's being greedy here. No shield battery. We have a weaker defensive setup. Void Ray is revealed. But that's a lot of Stalkers though. The stasis. Oh, does he notice? He does. Does notice the stasis even. Baits out one. Oh, doesn't see the other. Massive connection. Here he does take the stasis to the face, and here he's vulnerable. He's very vulnerable. MaxPax is going in for the kill. Takes down the Stalkers, takes down 1, takes down 2, and herO, he's hurting. He's in trouble here. Goes to the Void Ray, Voids are being pulled. Again, this should not have happened. Oracle into the main. Getting more economic damage here, and herO, he's struggling to hold on. Again, all because of this one stasis. And herO's all in. Yeah, he has to counterattack. He has to counterattack, he's forced all in. Back at home, what is it to defend? 2 Stalkers and a shield battery. As herO, he will lose the economic advantage that he once had. Blink is done in 10 seconds. herO sends everything across the map. And can he break his opponent? Gets the volley up. Doesn't quite bring down the Stalker. Shield battery putting in a lot of work. There's the energy overcharge as well. MaxPax, he's holding. Is holding on. Ooh, we'll bleed out a Stalker. Nice force, very nice force field. And herO, he may have lost his mineral line, but likewise, he wants the mineral line of MaxPax. Blink is now done. Pylon does fall. He dives in. Yeah, he goes for the dive. He will focus us down, and herO snowballs out of control. Takes down every single Stalker. 1 Stalker left. 0 Stalkers left. We have a Desperation Warp in, but herO, he's done it. He's done it. He breaks the defensive line. MaxPax, he will lose everything here. At the same time, Oracle popping off across the map does get some economic damage. MaxPax going for a proxy. Still very chaotic, but herO has a massive army lead. And he goes for the kill. Goes into the main. 2 Stalkers remaining. GG gets called, and herO, he takes game number 1. Whew, GG. A very chaotic game here. herO, he was being greedy. He had no shield battery back at home. He had a good start, delaying the natural, forcing the reaction out of MaxPax, but no shield battery. More importantly, the stasis. The stasis was brutal, and because that stasis trap, MaxPax, he forced the all-in out of herO. MaxPax, he crippled herO, was able to get 13 plus probe kills, was able to take an economic lead, but herO, he made that decision so fast to instantly counterattack. He was able to get into Blink, of course, and he committed. He was forced into the all-in. GG, well played. With that, herO does take a lead, but it's the best of 5, and we expect a back and forth. We expect a back and forth. We expect MaxPax to fight back, to take maps as well, to maybe even take the series. As that was only game 1, and now we are jumping into game number 2. Jumping into game 2, it's going to be on Ultra Love. Boy, here we go. And spawning in the top right-hand corner of Ultra Love, we have the Danish Protoss player, the Red Protoss, representing Sidestorm Gaming down in the series. And we'll see if he can make a series out of this. Fight back and tie things up. For the land of Denmark, it is MaxPax. And spawning in the bottom left-hand corner, we have his opponent. We have the South Green Protoss player, the Blue Protoss, leading the series 1-0. We'll see if he can extend his lead. We'll see if he can maintain that momentum. It is herO. As we do open up on Ultra Love, and welcome one and all to a map that has a ramp leading into the natural. What does this mean? This means that gate expands are common on Ultra Love, specifically Gateway into Cybercore, into Stargate, then the Nexus. Now that should be the trajectory that we're on. Basically right now we are on the road to Phoenix Wars. If we end up both players opening Stargate before Nexus, this should be Phoenix Wars. Our players can deviate. You can try to go for a faster Nexus, but your opposing player is going to stop that from happening. What do I mean by that? The probe. herO, he has his probe across the map, so does MaxPax, and the role of these workers, the role of these probes, is to pylon block and to make sure that the opposing player doesn't get their Nexus. And that forces out the Cybercore, and it also forces out the Stargate. And both players, oh, as MaxPax, he gets his Nexus! herO out of position. herO, he's out of position, he does not block, and MaxPax does get away with a greedier build. So a nice win here for MaxPax. Again, herO, he is just now here, he knows. He now is aware. MaxPax, he should still open Stargate, and herO, he's going to be behind in that economy. But we could still end up in Phoenix Wars. Again, MaxPax should still play Stargate. herO might do the same. Ooh, nice pylon block though. Does disrupt the wall. MaxPax in the driver's seat here. As hero's forced to react, yep, Stargate. So Stargate from herO, Stargate from MaxPax. So we're still making our way into Phoenix Wars, but that pylon is gonna cause a complication here. Thanks to the pylon, MaxPax can throw down a shield battery. We can see herO throws down his own. Throws down his own shield battery instead. So herO, he's ready for it. He's ready for what's to come. Phoenixes are on the horizon. herO, he is aware of the Stargate. MaxPax, of course, also aware of the Stargate. Now, when it comes to Phoenix Wars, there are certain power spikes that we can get into. The first one is the timing of the second Stargate, so we'll keep an eye on the second Stargate timing. Likewise, the timing of the fleet beacon as well. Outside of that, there's also potential when it comes to Adept Harass, just because typically you shouldn't be making any gateway units here. herO was forced to make a Stalker, so that is going to hurt him a little bit, but he has to deal with that pylon. And speaking of second Stargate, there it is, second Stargate for herO. Now, this is something very unique to herO, but he loves rushing into this very fast second Stargate. And likewise, a faster gas here on the low ground as well. Because of this, herO, he will be able to make 2 Phoenixes at a time, and there is going to be a small window, it is a very small window, where herO has the Phoenix advantage over MaxPax. You can see here that MaxPax is also going for a second Stargate, but it is later than the second Stargate of herO. So we'll see if herO can make use of this timing, make use of this window. This is making 2 Phoenixes at a time, MaxPax only making 1. Currently, Phoenix count is even. That's about to change. And herO, he's being somewhat active. Again, even being up 1, 2 Phoenixes can make the world of difference in these fights. Likewise, he also has that Stalker, true. Has a Stalker as well. Oh! Works in. He commits. herO does have the lead. And MaxPax, he has to back off. He has to retreat. His third base is denied. herO pushing in, stacking up those Phoenixes. MaxPax is under pressure, has to be careful. Building up more Phoenixes. Remember, MaxPax, he has the defender's advantage. herO, he shouldn't push in, but he will pylon block. That's what matters here. He's containing and pylon blocking. That will delay the third. Another probe goes down. herO, he's trying to camp the production, trying to camp that Stargate. Can he catch a Phoenix? Oh! Ooh, does pull out. Does pull out in time. MaxPax does save it. Again, we are playing on a knife's edge. And the pylon is done. So MaxPax, the base is denied. Oh. It's going to be denied. Probe falls. So far, nice moves here by herO. MaxPax, he does take... Oh, no, the pylon block! Pylon block is in time. Yeah, herO, he denies the third once again. And these pylon blocks are so difficult to deal with because Phoenixes, they can't lift buildings. Sword gets caught, nice catch. herO, he bleeds out that Stalker. Looking at the units tab here, we're even on Phoenixes. And MaxPax is going for the faster fleet beacon. Faster fleet beacon out of MaxPax, faster third base for herO. Okay, so we have a bit of a difference here. A bit of a divergence. herO, he will have the better economy, that is true. herO, he can afford a faster third Stargate. But this is going to be a big moment for MaxPax. Fleet Beacon, what does that mean? That means Phoenix Range. Phoenix Range is a big power spike here for MaxPax, where he will get the first shot off. Phoenix Range, it means that whenever the engagement occurs, MaxPax, he will shoot first. And that is going to be a big win here for MaxPax, as that means that he will start the fight with a Phoenix lead. Or at least it should. Here he confirms the expansion. Oh! Does commit in. herO, he will bleed out an extra Phoenix though. Yeah, trades out 3 for 4. That was not a good trade for herO. He gets caught again. herO here extends. Phoenix count still even. herO, he has to be careful. Now, he is at least containing MaxPax, but again, the lack of Fleet Beacon is concerning. It's so late. It's such a late Fleet Beacon. Phoenix Range is already done. And we'll see if MaxPax can make use of it. He has the upgrade. Now, he doesn't know the timing of herO's upgrade, true. He doesn't know. We know that he has a window, that he is ahead. MaxPax, he spots the army. Going in for the dive. Yeah, and he will win this fight. Oh, I say that does close the gap, though. herO does close it. Does chase. It's still a better trade for MaxPax. MaxPax is now up by 2 instead of 1. Shield battery does help, but not by too much. And MaxPax will take down another Phoenix. Again, just abusing that extra range. Catching another. Yeah, that's too much. That's too much at this point. Takes down 3 Phoenixes. And with that, MaxPax, he will take the win. He will clean everything up. herO just 2 mega losses too quickly. And that's game. GG gets called. MaxPax, with the help of Phoenix range, he overwhelms herO, and MaxPax ties up the series 1-1. Whew, GG. GG, well played. Again, herO, unfortunately, he was so fixated on his aggression, on delaying the third base and delaying the expansions of his opponent, that the fleet beacon did fall by the wayside. And it was a very late fleet beacon for herO, very late Phoenix range. Because of that, he was just at a massive disadvantage in those fights. And he was just overwhelmed. He was just overwhelmed then and there. GG, well played. Again, the power of Phoenix range. And even though herO had the better economy, it didn't matter. Did not matter in the end. Was not able to get into his 3rd Stargate. And now we have a back and forth. Now we have a series. That's what we expected. That's what we wanted. We do want a back and forth between these two players. And we'll see, more importantly, who takes the lead. Now, again, it is expected to see Phoenix Wars on Ultra Love, not expected to see them here on Ley Lines. Not impossible, but we expect something different. As spawning in the bottom left-hand corner of Ley Lines, we have our Danish Protoss player. We have our red Protoss tying up the series 1-1. And we'll see if he can maintain that momentum and take a greater lead. It is MaxPax. And spawning in the top right-hand corner, we have his opponent. We have the blue Protoss player from South Korea being forced into a tied series. We'll see if he can bounce back. It is herO. More horrible PvP to watch. I think PvP might be my favorite matchup to watch. I mean, favorite mirror matchup specifically. It's hard to say. I think I should say I really enjoy Korean and even like PvP between herO and MaxPax. Standard European PvP is not my favorite. That's a lot more slower. It's where players, they get up to 3-4 bases, Blinkstalker versus Blinkstalker. I'm less fond of that. I'm more fond of these more like chaotic aggressive games. More fun of it. Here we go. And it's the same with like the other matchup. It's the same with like ZVZ. Like I'm not fond too much of seeing like Roach versus Roach in ZVZ. Similar to like Stalker versus Stalker. Similar to Tank Lines in TVZ, right? Like each mirror matchup, they have their downsides. Each mirror matchup has their own weak points, but their strengths as well when it comes to the viewing experience. Meanwhile, here he does open up 2-gate. 2-gate opener out of herO, going for a pylon towards the left-hand side, going for the proxy, going for a fake proxy pylon. Or real. Hold up. What do you have for us? Likewise, MaxPax going gate into Cybercore into expansion. Actually, sorry, it was gate expand. Very greedy build here by MaxPax. And herO, he commits into a Twilight Council. Now, this looks like a 1-base all-in. herO, with this Proxy Twilight Council, we can throw down a 3rd gateway and go for a 3-gate Blink all-in or even a 4-gate Blink all-in. So herO's being hyper aggressive. And herO, he will confirm how greedy MaxPax has been, as the base is already done. Everyone wants a backhand. Everyone wants a back and forth except the players. I'm sure they all want some sleep. True. I'm sure they do. Ooh, I thought it was going to be Blink. We're going into... He's crazy. Going into Glaives. I mean, I don't know if you saw the production tab. He started Charge. He started Charge, canceled Charge, starts Glaives instead. Proxy Gateways on the way. And we're going for... I thought it was going to be 1 base 4 gate Blink all in. It's going to be a 1 base 4 gate Glaives all in instead. It's 3 gates at home and 1 proxied across the map. Okay. Let him cook. Now, Glaive Adepts, they do a great job at tanking. They can also harass the mineral line quite well. We have more shield batteries being thrown down, and MaxPax does respond with a Robo, going into Immortal production. MaxPax sees where something's wrong. He did Hallucination Scout. He saw that there is no expansion. He saw the extra gateway. He saw the pylon. Yeah, he sees everything. Oh, mostly everything. He knows that there's an all-in coming. That's what's important. Hallucination is not denied. MaxPax coming in for the scout. Here he busts into the mineral line. Sorry, here? Well, that's right. MaxPax gets into the natural, checks the mineral line, confirms lack of expansion. And as time goes on, we're building up more and more immortals. This is where adepts need to thrive, and ideally they want to get into the mineral line and cripple the economy of MaxPax. Here we go, does shade into the main. Actually, sorry, diving on the sentries. Does go for the dive. Oh, there's 3 shield batteries though. Yeah, with the power of 3 shield batteries, the immortals, they are immortal. They are not going down. And MaxPax, he's gonna hold. He's gonna hold on. I mean, he's losing some workers, that is true. Probes are falling. Adepts say shade into the main. Trying to focus on more more workers, getting more economic damage. herO shades in once again. But this is not enough. This is not enough damage. He gets 1 Stalker. He gets a Stalker, and MaxPax is going to shut this down. Yeah, he breaks down, goes to the proxy. And herO, he will lose everything here. He will lose everything here. It was a crazy build going 4 gate Glaives. I wasn't too convinced. MaxPax didn't even know what was happening, but hey, he had a wall of shield batteries there. His GG gets called as herO has nothing left, and MaxPax will defend, will take the lead. GG. GG, well played. MaxPax does take a lead in the series. MaxPax, he is 1 game away from becoming this week's champion. herO, that was a crazy build. And I'm glad it didn't work. It was nonsense. Going 4 gate Glaives. Again, the point of 4 gate Glaives is typically to get economic damage. The first shade was a brutal one. If you remember, winding it back, herO, he shaded onto the sentries and the immortals to focus on the sentries and to focus on the immortal, and he did not get them. With 3 shield batteries, that immortal would not go down, and that was a wasted shade. It was wasted damage on the immortal. The immortal survived, and that was the beginning of the end. That was the beginning of the end there. MaxPax, he held, he shut down the all-in. GG. GG, well played. I think that herO was hoping it was going to be a Stargate. I think that's where that build can work out better, is if it was a Stargate opener, Oracle into Void Ray instead. I think that would have had more success. But MaxPax did open Robo instead of Stargate, and with that he had a stronger defense against a ground-based army. If there weren't any Immortals, and if instead it was like 2 Void Rays, then Adepts would have an easier time shading in between the bases and pulling his opponent apart, and even breaking the ground army. So it was a big risk there by herO, didn't pay off, and now we're getting into our next game. We're getting into our next setup, and spawning in the bottom hand corner of Amygdala, we have the Danish Protoss player, the red Protoss representing Sidestorm Gaming, 1 game away from becoming our champion. It is MaxPax. And spawning in the top right hand corner, we have his opponent. We have the blue Protoss player. We have the Protoss from South Korea. Currently teamless, looking for a team, deserving to be on 1. It is herO. We go. As herO does move out, so does MaxPax. Both players, they move out across the map, going for their scouts. And we'll see how herO will switch things up here. Again, he's up against the wall, 1 more loss, and he is out of the tournament. And the event does end, and then he can embrace the bench. Can go to sleep. Ah, beautiful. He's almost there. Almost. But now 2 gate opener. 2 gate opener out of herO. Gate cyber expand out of MaxPax. herO hitting the Triple Monday finals today. Yeah, he's just on that grind. It's crazy. Crazy. What a gamer. I mean, both herO and MaxPax. I mean, herO did make it to the finals in 3 events. MaxPax made it into 1 finals. But both players have stayed up all night. Both players, they've stayed up all night. They've gone through the ringer here. Non-stop StarCraft. Crazy, crazy. As MaxPax does open Stargate, that is Stargate before expanding. And herO, he doesn't have the setup for a proxy. So 2-gate opener, Stalker, Sentry this time, a safe opener out of herO, not aggressive. Beyond to it looks like, yes, I believe so. I believe Beyond as well. Maybe Cure. I'm less certain about Cure. I don't know if Cure played in the Monday Night Weekly, but I know that Beyond did. And I want to say Geralt did as well. I think Geralt has played in all 3. Meanwhile, the Cybercore gets thrown down. herO, he does delay the expansion once again. Oracle is on the way, and herO, he will take the economic lead. herO will be the first to expand. He's going to be the first to expand. MaxPax, he breaks out. Again, MaxPax, his expansion is late. It is delayed, so it's time to counterattack. We have 2 Stalkers on the ground and the Zealots. We have the Oracle in the sky, and we'll see if herO can keep up as he does chase the Oracle. Shield Batteries in the main. 1 Stalker on the low ground. herO getting caught out. Massive catch from MaxPax. It gets 1. Takes down 1 Stalker. And that's a big loss here early on. Slows down the stasis. herO, he does notice. Jesus. Yeah, he does notice, does bait it out. Nice force field, locks down the army, and he gets both Stalkers. A good recovery here from herO, takes down both. Oracle into the main base, shield batteries ready, going for the stasis instead. And it's gonna finish. Oh my god, herO, he gambled! It does finish. herO tried to focus it down, but too little too late. He did retarget too late there. And MaxPax stasis is half the mineral line. Half the mineral line gets caught out. MaxPax pulling back in. MaxPax does recover economically. He's rotating. He's rotating around. And herO, it's on him to build back up. Both players working towards Blink. Blink is going to be faster for MaxPax. Likewise, MaxPax already getting ready for a third. Speaking of, there it is. Third base is on the way. So later natural but faster third base of MaxPax trying to rush into that mid game. herO on the flip side staying on 2 bases a little bit longer. There we go, setting up for his own expansion. MaxPax throwing down the proxy gateway to reinforce. Throws down the proxy. herO setting up 2 more gates, getting to a 4-gate setup, proxying as well across the map. Okay. So whose aggression do we favor? As MaxPax, he scouts, he confirms, he gets eyes on the proxy. Likewise, he has time to respond. Yo, herO with hallucinations. Love to see it. Can he bait out those shots? He can! He will! He does bait out a shot. Does bait out a couple of volleys, I should say. Going for the expansion. Can he get it though? It's going to be close. Reinforcements have arrived. Decent force fields. MaxPax, he wants those sentries. The base goes down. Massive pickoff. Does lose a third. At the same time, it devastates shading towards the natural. herO back at home. Does warp in. Does pull away. Tries to at least. You know what? Devastate shade into the main. Take some damage. They get one. They get 2 probe kills. Just the 2. Stasis into the natural. herO does react this time. Simon pulls away. And here he does maintain a lead. His third base is halfway done. MaxPax has just began. Meanwhile, when behind a Dark Shrine. Dark Shrine's on the way. Does herO have a robo? Oh no. We've seen this before. I mean, we spoke about this over the weekend even. It happens every now and then, but there are games where, as he said, does blink in, the punish is real. And MaxPax is pulling herO apart. And the reality is that right now, herO has 0 detection. He has 0 detection. I mean, even now losing this fight, bleeds out his army. Sure, he has a faster third base, but there is no robo, there's no Stargate, there's no Forge, there's no cannons, no Revelation, no Observer, no nothing. Dark Shrine is done, and we're waiting for the Dark Templar. And DTs, this, again, it does happen at this level of play. We've seen herO die to this, as we might be about to see again. We've seen MaxPax die to this as well, is when you have 0 detection. Assuming that we warp in, as DTs, they have yet to really hit the field. Robo's on the way, and MaxPax, he's missing his window here. Remember, there is 0 detection. But it does feel like these DTs are late. They've been done for quite some time, they're waddling in. herO does spot them, yeah, and he reacts. Does react in time. Despite that, MaxPax, he may have too much. He's pushing in towards that third. herO distracted by the Dark Templar. And MaxPax is going in for the kill, going for the third base, and he will get it. Yeah, herO, he's stuck at home. He's trying to save the robo. Oh my god. He won't be able to. Yeah, he won't be able to. The robo goes down. GG gets caught. The DTs do win the game. 0 detection. herO out of position, and MaxPax will take the series 3-1. Whew. GG. The power of the invisible man, papi. GG, well played, MaxPax. I mean, I should say, herO did start things off with a lead in the series, did take game 1, but MaxPax, he was able to get the better of herO in the Phoenix Wars. He was able to cheese the hell out of herO here with some Dark Templar. herO had some good moments, especially in this last game, especially when it came to sniping the expansion, but this does happen in PvP. It is not uncommon for a player to delay their robo. To take a faster expansion, and to cut corners. That is what herO was doing. He was cutting corners, but you can punish this with Dark Templar. 0 detection. GG. GG, well played. Does take down the robo. Does claim the win. I was concerned that it was too late. I was concerned that the Dark Templar did hit too late, but we saw that MaxPax, his win condition, he just dove on the robo. Not just that, but the DTs also forced herO to defend the natural, which means the third base was forfeit. The third base did go down, so it was damned if you do, damned if you don't. In the end, MaxPax does claim the win, and with that, MaxPax is this week's champion for the PiGosaur Monday. GG. GG, well played. Once again playing the fanfare as we do, or as he does claim his win here in the PiGosaur Monday. And we have our 3 champions here. Hold on un momento. We have initially 40 TV Monday. There we go. Okay, so we have our 3 champions. herO, he did win the Wardy TV Monday, the Korean Monday this morning against Byeon in the grand finals. So he was able to claim his first win. Meanwhile, Solar won the European Weekly. He won the Monday Night Weeklies last night, and MaxPax wins the PiGosaur Monday this morning. So we have our 3 champions, herO, Solar, and MaxPax, that do walk away with their wins. No Clem this week. No Clem. He was playing, he was competing, but Clem, he got knocked out by Byeon in the Wardy TV Monday, and Clem, he got knocked out by Solar and by, who was the other player? He got knocked out by Solar and by herO in the Monday Night Weekly. So Clem having a rougher week this time, having a rougher Monday, and Solar was the big surprise to me. Like, we're used to seeing either Clem, herO, and MaxPax. Like, those are the three champions typically for these weekly tournaments. They've won so many between the three of them. Solar, I believe that's his first win. I think that's his first win, at least for this season, for like the off season of StarCraft. I think, yeah, that's his first weekly win. GG. Well played, well played. Out of left field, Solar gets the win. Congratulations, congratulations. Otherwise, with that, we are going to be wrapping up. We're going to be wrapping up our broadcasts here for the morning. Again, looking at our weekly schedule, we only have PiGosaur Monday today. Tomorrow we have additional broadcasts. Tomorrow is going to be the Code for Giants Cup and the Rex March Madness qualifier. Thursday we have the Euthanasia Total Tussle and the Pondcast. Friday and Saturday we will have some more replay coverage. Throughout those 2 days we should be having the Kung Fu Cup and the Euthermal 2v2 March tournament. So those two events should be on Friday and Saturday. We're just waiting to actually receive those replays, and then we'll be jumping into those broadcasts over those 2 days. And likewise, Sunday is going to be the Host Masters Cup and Sparkling Tuna Cup as well. So there we go. So we should have at least one cast a day, and at times we have 2 tournaments a day on Wednesday, Thursday, and Sunday. So we have plenty of coverage here on the channel. Otherwise, thanks for watching. Thanks for watching. Thanks for support. I am going to be heading over to my personal channel, my personal stream, to ladder. I haven't been able to ladder properly since November of last year. I peaked, by the way, I peaked at like 4.5, almost 4.6k MMR back in November. But I haven't been able to really touch the game too much since then until this week, and because of that I'm incredibly rusty. I've plummeted in MMR. The smudge is real. I went from 4.5, I'm down to like 4k. I lost like 500. It's brutal, baby. It's brutal. That's what happens when you take like 4 months off or 5 months off. It's not good. So now that, I mean, you can see here, because March is a leaner month for us, because usually we cast twice a day, every single day, it is a leaner month for us. I actually have time to play some StarCraft. It's crazy. It's crazy. So yeah, thankfully, ever since November, we actually didn't really have any time to ladder or stream. Now we do, so that is the plan. I'm going to be going live over on my own personal channel. Otherwise, thank you for watching. Thank you for watching. Hope you all had a great time. Hope you all had a great Monday, and I hope you all have a great rest of the week as well, whether it's involving StarCraft or not. Hope you have a good time. Hope you have a good time. Hope you take care. Thank you so much for watching. Thanks so much for tuning in. Again, our next broadcast is going to be tomorrow with the Code for Giants Cup. That is a Brazilian only tournament, so do look forward to it. Otherwise, I'm going to be laddering for a couple of hours. Not for a long stream, but like a couple of hours of ladder is the plan. Otherwise, thanks for watching. Thanks for watching. Thanks for support. We'll see you guys tomorrow, or we'll see you whenever we see you. Thanks for watching. You can support us on Patreon if you wish. Likewise, you can help support us via subscribing, or even just following us on Twitter, Facebook, Instagram, YouTube, and Discord. All things Cranky Ducklings, Patreon as well. It's all there. It's all available. Otherwise, we'll see you tomorrow. Until then, hasta luego, baby. Hasta luego. Catching up in the chat. Catching up. Donating solid, like, yeah, played well, played really well. But GG well played. We'll see you guys tomorrow. Until then, hasta luego. Ciao, papi, ciao. Hasta luego.